Hello, it's Elder Les with a word for you today from Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. Says, "But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive." Today I want to talk about that verse was from when Joseph was speaking to his brothers after they had turned him over to the Egyptians as a slave, and he forgave them, and he told them that what they did to him was evil, but they meant for evil for him to do him harm, but God turned it around for good. And I want to talk about what can be called the divine but in the Bible. The divine but, or whenever it says but God in the Bible, in the Psalms and in different verses in the Bible. Woe is me, everything is terrible. I am miserable and abandoned. But you, God, are mighty. But you, God, are beautiful. But you, God, are present. It's the place between bad news and good, where God is present. God is faithful to us. It makes for good poetry and for a good story, but it's more than that. The divine but is the good news in one little word. No matter how dire your life is, no matter how awful you are, no matter how bad the news is, there is always good news. And whatever you're facing or whatever you're going through, remember, but God can get you through, and God has already gotten you through with through Jesus and what Jesus has done. And the divine but stands between us and every hurt. God's divine but stands between us and every excuse we have not to act better. The bad news is not the end, it's never the end, and will never be the end. And I want to end by reminding you to remember the ultimate but in the Bible, where it says in Matthew 19:26, with men this is impossible, but with God, but with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. Amen.